Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Condors and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So South Carolina's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Looking for a deep man. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The run inside. It's Clark. Oh, he got loose. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sellers looking to the end zone. And to the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gamecocks. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Condors offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offense is being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And here's the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. They'll go right back to the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And it'll be the Condors who will try to pin them back with the punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Sellers to throw. Dumps it to the back. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Go going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's McAllister. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's square.
There's some room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is...
Touchdown, South Carolina! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll move the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense to understand.
There he goes. Quick step and go. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well.
And I go back to him again too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He tries to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Here's the pressure, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Condors will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. And it'll be the Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's right. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Dukes with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this...
Gets away from one. He's got space. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Condors come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Scanning the field, it's right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And it'll be the Condors will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their off?
Might have a chance. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The offense changing the play. Throwing Sellers. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's McAllister. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To throw, it's right. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And it'll be the Condors are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Condors are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wideout. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It is good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Number 95, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might as well stick with him. There's a little room there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running to Green. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one. To make life easier on this kicker is so important to this team.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the back. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And it'll be the Condors line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is...
Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. First and 10 coming up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Auguste again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Here's Auguste. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move them on the counter. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles.